This isn't a farm. There's no soil, no sunlight, and no tractors. Yet inside this building, food is growing 365 days a year in towering stacks, using technology so precise it almost feels like magic. Hey there, tech enthusiasts. Welcome to Not So Techie. We're dedicated to exploring the latest and greatest in technology and scientific breakthroughs. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button for us. All right, let's jump into it. Welcome to the world of vertical farming. Today, we're diving into a radical rethink of food, one that could reshape how we eat, where it's grown, and how sustainable it really is. For decades, sprawling fields and seasonal cycles have fed our growing world. But this success comes at a steep cost. Conventional agriculture demands massive tracts of land, heavy water use, fertilizers, and pesticides. It's a system that's fragile in the face of climate change. Shockingly, 90% of farmland worldwide is now affected by climate-related stress. Long supply chains mean food can sit for days or weeks, losing flavor, nutrients, and freshness. And the truth? Millions of people go hungry every day. In 2022, 783 million people faced chronic food insecurity. Add to that the subtle but real flavor loss. Early harvesting and long transportation leave your greens watery, your fruits bland, and regional tastes disappearing under a monotone global palate. Now, imagine a farm stacked in layers inside a building completely independent of weather. That's vertical farming, VF. Vertical farms use hydroponics, plants in nutrient-rich water, aeroponics, roots suspended in air and misted with nutrients, or aquaponics, combining fish and plants in a self-contained ecosystem. The idea isn't brand new. As early as 1909, people imagined tall farms feeding cities. Modern vertical farming took off in 1999 when Dixon D. Spamier envisioned a 30-story farm feeding 50,000 people. Unlike greenhouses, vertical farms rely on LED lighting, precise climate control, and multi-level structures to maximize production per square meter. Most vertical farms grow leafy greens, herbs, and microgreens. But the possibilities are expanding. Strawberries, cherry tomatoes, even specialty crops for cosmetics or pharmaceuticals are being tested. In Canada, VF is already providing premium crops like strawberries year-round, especially where outdoor growing is impossible in winter. Think about it. Vibrant greens, ruby red strawberries, and fragrant herbs, all grown locally, fresh, and pesticide-free. It's not just food. It's an explosion of flavor and nutrition. Why is everyone so excited about vertical farming? Because it solves real problems in shocking ways. First up, water efficiency. Closed-loop systems can save up to 98% of water compared to traditional farming. A vertical lettuce farm in Spain used 8 times less water than field-grown lettuce. Next, space and yield. Stacked layers mean 20 times more food per square meter. A single vertical farm can produce 97 kilos of lettuce per square meter versus 3.3 kilos outdoors. And here's a big win for health and the environment: pesticide reduction. Controlled environments drastically reduce pest risks. Goodbye, chemical sprays. Then, there's year-round production. No seasons, no droughts, no bad weather. Finally, hyperlocal supply. Farms inside cities shorten supply chains. Fresher food, less transport emissions, and more flavor on your plate. Vertical farming isn't just a tech experiment. It's already changing lives. In Nairobi's informal settlements, stacked container gardens help combat food insecurity. They improve access to fresh produce, reduce dependence on unstable markets, and provide resilience during droughts or unrest. Globally, countries like Singapore and the UAE have integrated vertical farming into national food strategies, supported by policy and investment. Even top chefs are taking notice. Urban vertical farms are now supplying restaurants and grocery stores, giving consumers flavor-packed greens and strawberries that were previously impossible to source locally. And while we're talking about innovation and curiosity, here's something for parents. If you have kids and want a fun, hands-on way for them to explore science and technology, there's something I need to share.
You know, the more we break science down, the more you realize it's not magic. It's patterns, logic, creativity, and curiosity. And honestly, that mindset is priceless when you learn it young. If you're a parent watching this and you want your kids to explore science and technology the fun way, not the boring textbook way, then you should definitely check out HappyWhiz, an interactive learning platform for kids that turns science into games, stories, and real experiments they can actually try at home. Instead of just hearing facts, kids on HappyWhiz actually learn by doing, testing ideas, building things, and making real discoveries. Every lesson is interactive. Every topic builds confidence. And it's 100% safe and ad-free, so kids can learn without distractions. It's a system built for results, smart learning, real progress, and full transparency for parent. So if you want your child to think smarter, ask better questions, and actually enjoy learning, try HappyWhiz today. Just go to happywhiz.com. Learning starts with curiosity.
Okay, back to vertical farming. From repurposed warehouses to purpose-built towers, vertical farms are architectural wonders. Inside, it's all science and tech. LED grow lights, perfect light spectrum for each plant. Climate control, sensors track temperature, humidity, carbon dioxide, and nutrient levels. AI and automation. Systems run 24/7, adjusting conditions to maximize yield and quality. These plant factories turn agriculture into a data-driven, year-round production system. But it's not all perfect. Vertical farming has hurdles. High energy costs. Lighting and climate control can make emissions higher than field farms in some cases. Hidden land use impacts. Some root supports require jute, which increases tropical land use. Scaling difficulties. Growing large fruiting crops like tomatoes and strawberries is still tricky and expensive. To succeed, farms must balance technology with market intelligence, hybrid approaches, and strategic crop selection. Here's the big picture. Vertical farming alone won't solve world hunger, but can complement traditional agriculture. It addresses urban food supply, boosts flavor and nutrition, conserves water, and creates resilient, local food systems. Imagine your city transformed. Concrete rooftops and abandoned warehouses turning into hyperlocal farms, feeding your community with fresh, pesticide-free produce. The next step? Smarter automation, AI-driven climate control, and crop diversification. Vertical farms could expand into non-food crops, pharmaceuticals, and even agroforestry seedlings. They can redefine urban living, turning cities into sustainable, flavor-rich food hubs. The key is thoughtful investment. Focus on unit profitability, local demand, and technology efficiency instead of scaling too fast. So, will vertical farming change the world? Maybe. Will it make our food fresher, more sustainable, and more flavorful? Absolutely. It's a technology that blends science, engineering, and creativity, giving us a chance to reimagine our plates and reconnect with the origin of our food. If you enjoyed this peek into the future of food, make sure to like and subscribe to Not So Techie. We explore cutting-edge science, technology, and the innovations shaping tomorrow in a way that's fun, curious, and always human. And hey, the next time you bite into a perfectly ripe strawberry, think about the tower it might have grown in and the incredible science that made it possible.